The MQTT-XES Java library is actually an Eclipse project. And this project also contains two classes that can be executed. So let's start by inspecting the publisher class, which can actually be used to publish events. What this class does is essentially to load a log, which is provided as first parameter to the command line. Then essentially this log is converted into a list of events. And this list is actually sorted by the timestamp of the events, by their absolute timestamps. And then these executables also takes a second parameter, which is a number, which is an integer, which is referring to the number of milliseconds to wait between each event to be streamed. Then the XES MQTT producer is actually constructed, and it takes two parameters, the first being the host name of the broker, and the second being the base name of the topic where events will be published. Then the client connects to the broker, and then for each event of the log, and the corresponding XES MQTT event is constructed in here by using the constructor that takes the name of the log, the process instance ID, and the activity name. Some attributes are added to the trace level and to the event level, and some attributes are actually removed. And then the events are actually sent to the client, and the given number of milliseconds is waited before the new event will be streamed. The consumer also constructs an MQTT, XES MQTT consumer client, and then by calling the subscribe method on such client, we can provide an implementation for the XES MQTT event callback class, which requires an accept method which receives an XES MQTT event as parameter. So this method will be called every time a new event is published, and within this accept method we can decide how to use the event that was observed. So let's try to simulate by first starting the publisher. So now it's parsing the log, and now the publisher is actually sending all these events. And we can now start the consumer as well. And as you see here, the consumer is instructed just to print every time a new event is received. The process name, the case ID, and the activity name are printed. And indeed, you see that this is a behavior observed in the console. The second software artifact presented in the paper is a Grafana dashboard that is essentially plotting and consuming the events being sent to the broker. And as you see here in the dashboard right now, there are just some general information reported. So concerning all the recent events, all the events belonging to one specific process, as well as some graphs indicating the average number of events, as well as line charts with the events split per process instance, and again the distribution of the events over time for the different events. Of course, with these dashboards can be customized as necessary.